Good evening. Been a little bit sick lately. I didn't make it to the ride with scooter tramp Scotty. I had some stuff happen on my bike. That thing's had bad luck here lately. But anyway, I had a loose connection on the battery, I thought. So I took a socket and a ratchet, and I took the seat off and everything, and then I started cleaning all my battery terminals and my posts and stuff like that, my wires and stuff, cleaning them up. Make sure to get a good connection. Because, the battery just seemed like it was working fine, so I thought it was just some kind of bad connection on it. Well, anyway, I went to put the battery back in, and the socket come off the end of the extension on the ratchet and fell down out the bottom of the battery box and landed on the belt, rolled down the belt until it wedged itself there where the front pulley there is with the teeth on it that the belt goes on. But anyway, it wedged up in there, and it took a while to get that thing out. A long time, a couple of days. We worked on it, worked at it, and I would have never got it. That's just how it is. My buddy Josh and Jeremy and all, they were out there, and if it wasn't for them guys, hell, I'd be screwed more times than not, So a big shout out to those guys, man. They've always been my buddies. Even when they wasn't, they were still my buddies, But anyway, yeah, those guys, man, they got me back going again, and by that time I done missed the ride anyway, and it was storming so bad and stuff like that. I really wasn't prepared to do it. I had said I was anyway, because when I made my last video, it was right there during a thunderstorm, and I was like, well, I ain't gonna let it stop me. I was trying to be chipper about it, but it was just such bad weather. It just kind of looked like it was gonna suck the whole time, just to go hang out with somebody. And I understand the dude's a legend, and I respect Scotty a whole lot, but to me, it just wasn't something that I wanted to do right then. Hopefully I get a chance to meet him again one day and everything, and hang out with him and do some talking and stuff. But at that moment, it just wasn't right for me. I hope he doesn't take it personal. I hadn't talked to him. I got a new phone and everything, a new phone number, so I hadn't reached out to him. I don't know if he's mad at me or not. I'm sure he's not. He don't give a shit, But anyway, time went on, and it's been a little while since my last video. So time went on, and I went to go ride the other day. I think it was the day before yesterday, yeah, Sunday. And was gonna go swimming and stuff. My ride is the bike. That's pretty much all I got, The truck right here is my granddaddy's. And that car, you see the car a lot in some of my videos. That's not mine, it is my grandmother's. I stay here. There has to be somebody here with them and all. There's an in-home nurse here most of the time. It's supposed to be here 24 hours, but for some reason, I think they're short-handed with nurses. But yeah, they gotta have pretty much somebody here that can say that they live here. That way, if anything was to happen, there's somebody supposed to be, within a decent time getting them to a hospital or something. They're older people. But yeah, that's where I'm at with that. That's another reason I didn't stretch out like I originally planned. I had to do some thinking on that, and I was gonna do the homeless biker thing, go from show to show, and try to live like that for a while. And the freedom would have been great, and stuff like that. And sometimes I'm regretting it and still not going, but you only get your family and stuff like that. Once they're gone, they're gone. And I believe I would regret that more than missing, years out here on the road and stuff like that. And I believe I would miss the times that I could have spent here, with my grandparents. And, I'm not talking down on it. Like I said, hell, I'd love to do it. But right now it's just not something that I'm set up to do right now. So we're not going to do it right now. But maybe the opportunity will come, and I will get to do longer trips and stuff like that. I'm working on getting some equipment to make better videos than what I make now. I probably need to quit saying so much, but it's a habit for some reason. Got a load in the morning. I drive a truck. For everybody that don't know and hadn't seen some of my videos, I'm sure I'll talk about trucking in some of them. My last video was in the truck. So. But anyway, got a load going to Gainesville, Georgia tomorrow. I live in Georgia. Picking up some chicken, bring them back to the port where they can send it to China or wherever the fuck they send the shit. But yeah, we do that, and that's how I make my money and stuff. And I'm not gonna call the guy's name. I was trying to do a bike giveaway this year, and it got ruined. I mean, it wasn't from the bike I was gonna give away, still sitting in the yard over here. But I mean, and I don't want to talk bad about the guy, but I mean, he kind of got wind of, I was doing stuff for him, and he just kind of took it to the next level with asking for things. And finally, I just asked him, I was like, look, dude, and I said, listen, and I mean, I love dude to death, and I hope the best for him. And I mean, I'd still look out for him. If he needed something, I'd help him, I'm not saying he's a bum or anything. It's just, I like helping people. It's hard for me to tell people no. But whenever it gets down to a certain point, man, I'm going to draw the line, like we all should. And, he's asked me for $20 here, $20 there, and stuff like that. And he needed gas and this kind of stuff. And I just told him, I was like, listen, he was asking me for $20. And I was like, listen, dude. I said, with a motorcycle, I said, you already know I was trying to get you a bike together. I said, well, what would help you? Would $100 right now be better than a motorcycle, later on? And he said, yes. And I said, okay. So I sent him $100. And not no pat on the back or no shit like that, but I mean, I kind of went about it wrong anyway with this bike giveaway thing, because I let it leak too much. I'm kind of bad with surprises. I let it leak too much and everything, and he already knew he was about to, I was probably going to build him a bike or, fix a bike up for him and everything. I mean, I kind of lost my mojo with the whole deal after that went down like that, And I hadn't done nothing to the bike. So for everybody that, was waiting to see what happened with that, then I'm going to go ahead and bust your bubble now. That's what happened with it. I hadn't got any donations, and nobody donated, which I didn't need it. It would have made everything go a little smoother had I got some donations, but I don't have the viewers yet to be, getting in donations. There's just a couple people watch my videos, and I appreciate it, y'all. I really do. I like making little videos, and it's been too long since I made my last one, to me, because I do little short stuff anyway. And, you guys, I appreciate it if you guys and girls or whatever that watch my videos. I really appreciate that. And maybe you can relate to some of the things I talk about. I ain't no smart ass by no means. I'll tell it like I see it, and if that ain't good, then I don't care, because that's the way I see it. You may see it differently, but I'm just gonna tell you how I see things, and that's good shit to me. But man, I tell you what, trucking's been hell. It's one of them things where you hate it, but you're committed to it, so that's what you got. I lost my business. My business went tanked. It's just gone now, so I'm driving a truck for somebody else. And hell, I'm making more money driving their truck than I was my own. It's probably bad work ethics and business skills and stuff like that on my part. But oh well, I tried it. And I may try it again one day. the next time I try to be my third time trying it. So trucks really ain't that hard to get us the insurance, stuff like that, and getting loads and fuel, been able to get going with it. Mechanics, stuff like that, I really don't get along with a lot of people around here. Most of the diesel mechanics I don't even like. They don't like me either. We got a little hate relationship going on with them, and that's cool, because I don't like stuck up people, and that's what they turn into. They think because they got some kind of mechanical skill, they got some kind of power over you, and I don't let people get away with that shit. I tell them off like it is, tell them to go fuck themselves or whatever, and that's great. I love being able to tell people that. And somebody told me today that I couldn't talk to them that way. I told them, to fuck off. And I told them, that was a great thing about being American, is that I can tell you to fuck off and there's nothing you can do about it. Especially whenever you call me, it's business, and it had nothing to do with me. They actually called the wrong number. They wanted to be rude with me on the telephone. So I said what I said, and I enjoyed it. And I got on the phone laughing. So that was good shit. You got to enjoy the little things, So that's good stuff too. Anyway, bike's down right now again. It's either the voltage regulator, the battery, or the stator. But something is causing the thing not to charge, and it was a controlled fuck up, is the way I call it. I seen it wasn't charging on my gauge, so I rode it all the way to the store over there close to where a friend of mine lives at, and I shut it off on purpose. I just shut it off, probably kind of figuring it wasn't going to crank back up. But I was right there at the store in the shade, and drink and everything else I needed right there. So I shut it off, went to crank it back up, and called my buddy when it wouldn't crank to come get me. And then I sat there on the curb smoking cigarettes and drinking Mellow Yellow. Good stuff. Try it. But anyway, it's pretty much how my little time's been going. Got a ride. I went on with a buddy of mine. There's supposed to be a couple other friends. We ended up ditching them guys. Some people just don't ride well together, and you'll find out who they are whenever you start riding with them. Me and Jeremy and Josh and a couple other people, we ride good together. And I'm not really the best leader, I think is what the problem is also, is I'm not a good leader in a group, because I'm so used to riding by myself anyway that I'm gonna do my thing, That's just how it is. You either follow or get left behind. And if I see that something happen with you or whatever, I'll stop. But if I see that you're not going to do it just because you don't want to, carry on. I'll see you where the destination is or not. I don't care. I'm going to ride how I ride. I'm going to do what I do. And that's a good thing about, having that kind of personality or, mindset with it, is that bike is supposed to represent freedom anyway. So why be bound to a group of, pretty much a dictator is the way I look at it. And I'm not speaking out against clubs or nothing else, so don't get it twisted. I'm just saying how people, that's not part of a club. You got a group of people to get together, and then here's the leader and everything, if we all got a set thing we're doing, then cool. I'm down with that. But if I change my mind at any point, then I let everybody know I'm gone, and then I'll pull off. I'll do my thing. And everybody knows not to have hard feelings with me about that. The guys that I ride with will do the same thing to your ass, They will pull off and leave your ass in a heartbeat. So anyway, I got a cold. I ended up with a cold. Then took my corona test, it's negative, so we don't have coronavirus, thank God. But down summertime cold, still rough. Seems like you can't get over it because all the moisture and all in there. But anyway, man, we had a great time riding. Went to Savannah. Georgia. Went to Cycle Gear over there and went out to eat and Spankies and stuff like that. Just moseying around, had a good time. Bought a helmet, full face helmet. I was the only fool on an electric glide with a full face helmet on and a windshield. This shit don't make no sense, does it? Full fairing and with a full face helmet on. But I tell you what, man, it's got an intercom and all in it with the Bluetooth and everything, and it works. You can talk from helmet to helmet, and a buddy of mine had his on. He's riding a V-Rod, so he looked a little more, legit than I did. But we had a good time talking trash back and forth, riding together, because that's the one I ride good with. And man, we had a blast on the way back, man, just talking trash, And that's what's been going on with me. Sorry it took a while to get the video together. Y'all was probably looking forward to the Scooter Tramp Scotty videos, but like I said, it just didn't happen, man. It wasn't in the cards for this go around. Maybe next time. You never know whenever I jump on my bike and decide to ride. So, which is almost every day up until lately, because I'm having troubles I gotta fix. But I've got another motorcycle I'm going to pick up Saturday. I'll probably make another video for Saturday. Going to pick that bike up. Capital City Cycles up in Columbia, South Carolina. Bought it for cash. This old bike I got in the bag back there that I hadn't worked on or done anything with. So we're gonna see how that comes out. Guys, y'all just be safe. During your travels and riding and stuff like that, there's a lot of things happen when you're riding. But I got cut off several times. I've had deer run out in front of me. I've had all kinds of shit happen. Since I've made the last video, I hadn't crashed, which I did drop my bike during that ride. I wish I had a GoPro. Y'all could have seen me I just stepped off of it. I seen it was going over, and I was like, yeah, fuck it, just stepped off of it. It was in the grass. It didn't hurt nothing. But anyway, y'all be safe, and we'll see you out there.